Hello, hello, howdy, hi, welcome. Come on in. Fun fact, I don't know if I'm allowed to put swears in the titles on stream. Otherwise, it would be called, the stream would be called Nerd Shit instead of Nerd Stuff, but I don't know what Twitch's stance on that is. So, that's why it says Nerd Stuff. Also, the boys, the little cat boys, they are being silly, goofy guys today. So if I'm looking over there a lot more than usual, it's because I'm trying to perceive whatever trouble they're getting themselves into. Oh, X-Dad! Welcome, howdy! Thank you! Oh my gosh. Okay, there's so many exciting things we can talk about. The first one is that tomorrow, I think, there's gonna be a Nintendo Direct. And I'm dumb excited. And for no real reason, I've just decided to be excited. I think it's just a partner Direct. So it's not even like we can expect new Zelda come out. But yeah, I'm excited. I hope we get like something Fire Emblem related or Monster Hunter related and a new Warriors game. That'd be good. That'd be good. So yeah, I'm excited for that. But I'm more excited. Vincent. He's excited too. New Dragon Quest rumor. Ooh, I would love that. Might be a remake. I hope they remake 8. Is it 8? Is that the one with Governor? With the little mouse? Oh my gosh, that's one of my favorite games. And I've only got on the PlayStation 2, and the 2 PlayStation 2s I've got are both a little busted. So I hope if they do remake one, it's that, and it gets nice, pretty graphics. Kid Icarus Uprising Switch port? That'd be pretty neato. Because I think people really liked that game. Or maybe we could just get a new Kid Icarus game. Surely, Sakurai would appreciate the break from Smash Brothering. Probably like Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, if you're looking for Grand Blue Fantasy. Isn't that a fighting game? Thank you, Gemini. Oh my gosh, a hype train. Wow. That's never happened before. That's exciting. But anyway, yeah, isn't Grand Blue Fantasy like a fighting game? Well, I'm Googling it. I would kill for a home console Kid Icarus, yeah. I've never played one, but they don't look terrible, you know? It was just, I had other things to play on the 3DS. Like Pokemon. Want 9 more than anything? 9 was very good. 9 was on the 3DS and you got to make your own party. Oh my gosh, I really liked 9. I liked 9 a whole lot. I'd love to stream that. I'd have to figure out how to... I mean, I own it, obviously, but I'd have to figure out how to emulate it. Allegedly. Oh, DS, excuse me. I just played all my DS games on the 3DS, so it could be easy for me to forget. Right, I'm googling Grand Blue Fantasy. Relink. Let's go to images. Hello, welcome. Come on in. Yeah, I'll be talking about Pokemon in just a second as well. Oh, is Grand Blue Fantasy like an RPG? Wow, this looks exciting. Oh my gosh, Messiah, thank you so much. What a sweetie pie. And they'll actually, wow, look at that big bit right there. Hanging out in the cup. It did help the hype train. Wow, we're learning so much. When did I subscribe? Oh, Huck Muttbutt most likely gifted you a subscription. They like to do that before stream ends. So if you've got one, you probably got it from them. This does look good. This Grand Blue Fantasy game does look nice. I'll have to look into that more, because that's exciting stuff. I made it to live. I'm not even home from work yet. Oh my gosh. Well, welcome. I hope you don't get in trouble listening to me while you're at work. I haven't seen Helldivers 2. I saw those words, and I was like, I don't know what that is. Let me Google that one, too. But, oops, that's not Google. That's Pixiv. But yeah, there's a Pokemon Presents next week as well, because that's the thing. They were like, Nintendo Direct, and I was like, I hope we get Pokemon news, and now there's gonna be a Pokemon Presents, and so it's like, eee! What am I Googling? Helldivers. Helldivers 2. Go to images for that one as well. This is not what I expected. I'll be honest, I read the word Helldivers, and I expected it to just be like Dave the Diver, but more red. This does not look like it's my cup of tea. But I'm happy for all you out there who are interested in third-person shooters. Way to go, Bone Meringue Layla. I'm proud of you for the watch streak. My progress with drawing digitally has gotten slightly better, though I don't know what I'm doing at all. That's okay. No one knows what they're doing. No one knows what they're doing at all, ever, at any time. So, you're on track. Yeah, but Pokemon, I hope with my whole heart that we get news of a new Legends game. And I want it to be Unova Legends. I want it so bad, I want it so bad. I'd also love a new Pokemon Snap. I think that'd be fun. Critter, because obviously we're all texting each other. Critter suggested Pokken Tournament, and I think that could be very cool as well. A new mystery dungeon would be super duper. But I just like Pokemon. And so I am excited for the Pokemon Presents. On the topic, by the way, of not ever knowing what you're doing ever. So, I've been working on music. You all probably know that I sometimes make Utao covers of Vocaloid songs. Well, and that recently I downloaded SynthV Studio, which is like Utao, but easier to use. Well, I've been trying to make my own song. I've been trying to do my own music. And I can make lyrics that sound pretty decent. And I can make, like, a music track that sounds pretty decent. But I really struggle with making them go together. And it's a lot of just trying things and then going, that sounds cool. And then you listen to it all and go, oh wait, actually, this is bad. And then you have to delete a bunch of stuff. Want another hilariously confusing thing like Pokemon Sleep? Dude, Pokemon Sleep, sometimes I see it recommended like a subreddit when I'm on Reddit. It'll be like, since you've shown interest in similar things. And I don't get Pokemon Sleep. And that's fine. I'm glad people are enjoying it. I feel like it would just drain my phone's battery if I did that. But whatever, I guess. Whatever. A lot of people on Twitter think the music of the announcement is from GSC, but it's the RBY credits theme. I don't know what we're talking about there. Is this Helldivers? I don't know what RBY is. And I don't think I know what GSC is either. So I'm sorry I can't be more helpful with that fun fact. Oh boy, a level 1 hype train emote. Way to go, us. Way to go, you. Way to go, all you guys. Well done. Red, blue, yellow, gold, silver. Oh, I see. I see. You went in a weird order. Since you added crystal and yellow, that's how I got lost. And honestly, I thought CS:GO, but I was like, but that's the wrong order. And so I just assumed we were talking about the third-person shooter again. I don't get sleep. Yeah, me too, twins. I understand. Now I can... That's great. It makes sense that they'd go with the red, blue, yellow credits theme. Kind of just as a general music choice. You know? Howdy, Jordan. Welcome. We're talking about Pokemon. Talking about Pokemon and what we're hoping to see in the Pokemon Presents next week. I just like Pokemon. Honestly, I would like, I've had this thought before, that I'd like a mobile game, but you just like hang out with characters. kind of like Masters EX, but without the fighting, and it's like just hanging out. Also, you know what I think would be cute? One of those weirdo spin-offs where it's like the gimmick is you're a rancher taking care of Pokemon on like a farm ranch situation, but their trainers is Pokemon that they put in the boxes. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, oh, this hutch is Lindsay's Pokemon that Lindsay put in the box, and then you can, I don't know, take care of them or some shit. I don't know. I think that sounds funny. Pokemon dating sim? Yeah, let's be honest. We all want to date Larry. Why deny it? Want to see Twiins quiz people who know shit all about Pokemon? Unfortunately, I only know people who know about Pokemon. The main reason for mentioning it is because people keep theorizing that because it's Gold Silver music, even though it isn't, people think it's gonna be Let's Go Johto. Fascinating. Yeah, it could be both. I don't know if they're gonna do any more Let's Go games. I wouldn't be like, whoa, they're doing this again if they did, but I just don't know if they will. I don't know how well it's sold. I'm sure it didn't do poorly. It is Pokemon. If they do go with Let's Go Johto, who would you guys pick as the starters? Will it just be Pikachu and Eevee again? Or do you think a different option would be more optimal? I know absolutely nothing about Pokemon, but I like listening to people talk about it. You know what's fun? Listening to people who are better at Pokemon than me. And by people, I mean Wolfie. But yeah, Wolfie VGC, his channel is fun, and he plays Pokemon professionally. And it's like, wow, I'm learning. Cause I just go, you know, flamethrower, go, and then I kill the things. Elekid and Dunsparce, huh? Huh. That's an option. Also, wouldn't mind Pokemon Legends, but in Johto. I think Johto could be gorgeous. It could be stunning. I think... Okay, hang on. I need water. And then hang on. Okay. Togepi would be a solid option for one of the starters. It could be like Togepi and Pichu. Go with the Pikachu clone, technically, of Johto. Which would be pretty cute. Okay, I think Pokemon Go, but even further beyond. If we're gonna have a Legends game, in order, I think I want it to go Unova, Johto, not Hoenn. Hoenn is last on the list. We don't need another Hoenn game. Sinnoh is also not an option because we just did that. Alola could be real pretty. I like Alola a lot. I think Kalos could be interesting. Galar would be a no-go. Obviously, they wouldn't go with, Paldea either. But it would be very pretty, I think. What, am I missing something? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Kanto! I was like going through the regions and I'm like, what games exist? the first ones. Kanto is on the bottom of my list just because we always get Kanto things. And it would just be less interesting Johto. Because Johto is the region with like all the pretty Sakura blossoms. So it's a solid second pick, if and I do say so myself. But I'd love a Unova one. I really, really would. Way to go, Jordan. I'm proud of you. I don't know what that means. I mean, it just means you've been to 3 streams. But I don't know what that does for you. So yeah, very, very, very excited for Pokemon. I'm always excited for Pokemon. Oh my gosh! You know what's also exciting? Sorry for bumping my desk there. I didn't get bits for it, but I think you get points. You get points that you can't use on anything. Because I don't have any channel point rewards. I gotta think of things to do for that. I have a lot of things I ought to do. But you know what I'm also excited for? I'm gonna talk about Project Sekai. Everyone get ready. Twiins is talking about her Miku mobile game. And it's because it's finally here. It's finally here. It's White Day. So this week is the just whatever. It's a Vivid Bad Squad event. Cool, neat. But next week we get White Day, and we get the boys in cool evil dark mage outfits, and I'm dumb excited. I've been saving up my gems for gachas so much, and I don't care how much money I need to spend. I'm gonna spend it all to get all the cards. And also, here's the double exciting part about it. So over here in the English world, we get the event, but it's also happening in Japan. But in Japan, Japan's server is a year ahead of us, which means I get to always like plan ahead, because I can see what's coming up and I can go, oh cool, that event looks really good, I'll save up for that, kind of a thing. In Japan they don't have that, but so they're a year ahead of us, which means I also get to see what next year has in store for White Day, and I am just excited. And all of that has been so exciting that I had the thought of, it's so exciting when it's White Day, because it's like we're guaranteed fun boys for the gachas, and I had the thought of like, oh man, it'd be nice if I just played a game that had only boys. And then I remembered EN Stars is a thing. Ensemble Stars, that's one that I've seen people have recommended to me before. And it's another like rhythm game one. And I haven't gotten into it. I did try it. I did download it. I didn't like the gameplay, but now that I'm on my iPad instead of the phone, I might like it better. But I've considered re-downloading it. I didn't like it because the song was too slow, but they wouldn't let me play on harder difficulties. And also there's like a million boys there, and like, which is good, but it just made it hard to keep track of them all. Like their designs were all kind of meh, like, a lot of boys with dark hair, and then like, oh, and those are the sporty boys with pointy hair, and so, they were all kind of, it was just tough to keep track of them. But, so I've been considering downloading that again, and seeing if I could actually get into it. But I don't know. Only boys, exactly. So that's what's been going on with me. Every day is me just counting down the seconds until the White Day event happens. I think I mentioned this the last time you raved about Gacha Boys, and I keep suggesting Tears of Themis. I think you have, and you know what? Let me Google it. Tears of Themis. I think I have Googled it before, and I can't remember what it was that made me go, oh, this, I'm not interested. Oh, is it just an otome game? Is it like a visual novel? I kind of prefer games with real gameplay versus just visual novels. And I think that was my problem, is I guess I could give it a look, but yeah, I'd be more, my interest would be piqued more if it came with like, more gameplay. Listen, I'm no visual novel hater, but I just like a little bit more of a something to zhuzh up my gameplay. I don't remember you saying that. Yeah, I mean, it's not like visual novels are the end of the world. I've played them before. They're fine. They're fine enough. I think, funnily enough, I think I would rather play visual novel just on my PC as opposed to like mobile. So I'm sorry. Don't worry, I will be that hater. But that's okay. That's okay. I can at least look up the boys. Oh, speaking of which, that's an idea I had. I just need a little bit more time to finalize it. But you all know about Arc Knights, yeah? People go nuts so crazy about Arc Knights. That's the mobile game with the bunny girl that looks, I'm gonna say it, suspiciously like Velvet from Ruby. I always thought that. And it's not like Velvet's the only bunny girl ever, but I don't know, just like the long brown hair. It just always felt like I hadn't seen that before. But anyway, that's besides the point. Arc Knights exists, and I had the idea to do a husbando ranking stream, like a tier list, because I don't play Arc Knights, but I get fan art for one of the guys on my like For You page when I go to Pixiv. And I was like, well, I mean, I guess there are boys, so let me see if I could do a tier list. The thing is, there are a lot more boys than I expected. There's like 50 something. Which just means I had to change up my like strategy of how to present the tier list. Because you all know I like to, you know, be able to take a gander at the full image and not just, you know, talk of a character. And while we're looking at like just their face. But yeah, get excited for that at some point in the not too distant future. I think that'll be swell. I like doing tier lists. I also want to do another funny ASMR stream, so hooray! If it'll help, some of the dates you can pull for are pretty spicy. I see. So it's a gacha, but it's a gacha game where you pull for dates with boys. Is it an ever-changing roster of boys? Or do you have to consistently like, oh man, I'm pursuing Rui, you know, and it's a random name, and I'm pursuing Rui, and you have to make sure you always pull Rui so you can keep track of what happens in the story with the dates. Because the second option sounds inconvenient. Or is it just like, are you pulling for dates? Like you always have the boys available, but if you want, oh, do you want to go to the circus? Then you better pull the right circus date event bullshit. I'm fascinated by the concept of mixing visual novel and gacha gameplay because they feel a little counterintuitive. If you ask me. It feels like they don't gel together. It's a set number of boys, and the gacha centers around interactions and storylines that you pull for. I see. Well, that just sounds disappointing. Personally. Because eventually, it's either spend a lot of money, or deal with the fact that you don't get the little date that you wanted. Madness. Oh my gosh, other things, I've got a list. That's a little post-it note with a list of things I wanted to make sure I talk about. Including the fact that I'm almost done sketching out the next chapter of Grim Magic. That is exciting. You all, unless you're a patron, hello, welcome. I heard y'all talk about gacha, and I was wondering if you know about Love and Deep Space. I do not. Let me Google it. Hand holding is unlocked after 300 pulls on a 50-50 chance. I think Genshin's gacha system, by the way, is fucking awful, and I hate that it's kind of set the precedent for how gachas work. And specifically what I mean by that is the fact that you're so often pulling... Wow, look at these... I don't like how realistic they're rendered. Sorry, I googled love in deep space. I don't like how... I'm not into this. I don't like this art style. It feels too... I don't know, AI generated looking. But yeah, I don't like that Genshin... Okay, because the thing that is exciting and that you want characters. That's what it is. But you're pulling, so often, you do 30 fucking pulls in Genshin and you just get weapons. Welcome, Surge. Yeah, we're talking about gachas. and then you get to the pity system part. Basically, you have to bank on getting to that if you want to actually pull a character. And then it's a 50-50 if you even get the character you want. And that's fine, having a 50-50 or something. But, like, it's just dumb that, and also that there are two different types of gachas. Cause, like, you've got your normal gemstones or whatever it is, and then you've got your special gemstones or whatever it is. And oh, but the limited ones are, like, use these special gemstones. And it's like, just do one! Just have one fucking thing! Why? There should not be multiple different gacha points. I should just have a bucket full of points that I can use on a gacha. And there shouldn't be two different ones. Well, new characters get... No, don't do it that way. It's annoying and stupid. I don't like it. Just know that beyond how Tears of Themis' gacha works and the fact that it's a murder mystery visual novel, fascinating, the plot truly does thicken. I have no idea what the game is about. I see. That's just gambling, though, Twiins. And that's fine, but the thing is, like, I play Project Sekai, and it's a gacha game. But the thing is, like, I'm able to just hoard my resources until a gacha comes around that I want, and sometimes they are limited. Well, sometimes they're limited. For example, the White Day event is limited. Once the event ends, the gacha is gone. You can't get those cards again. And that is okay, because I still was able to hoard my resources so I can pull for this gacha. And it feels fair. That's the thing. I don't, just give me, and also dupes. Oh my gosh, get it. Everyone buckle the fuck up. Because I got a whole nother thing to bitch about, and it's duplicates. Okay, in Project Sekai, if I get a 4-star card, that's what I want. Those are the special fancy ones that come with outfits. But let's pretend I get a 4-star that I already had. Oh, I've already got this Kanade. So what do I get? I get a thing that I can use to upgrade a card, which allows me to make an outfit in a new color, which is good. Because these things will take a long time for you to accrue. And so basically, getting a duplicate of a 4-star card means you can upgrade any card. Any card! Let's pretend you get a dupe of something you don't even like. Oh, I hate this Emu. I hate this card so much, it's so ugly. The outfit sucks. I can still use it to upgrade a card that I like instead. It's not limited. I don't have to be like, cool, now I get to upgrade this ugly outfit I don't want. Versus, in Genshin Impact, you get a dupe of a character you don't want, and you just make the character you don't want stronger! I have the world's greatest Barbara, and I don't want her! All I want is a cute boy! This is why I don't play Genshin Impact, because I felt, well, one, the gameplay is so repetitive. It's repetitive and dull and a snooze fest. Honkai Star Rail, just on a gameplay level, is so much more fun. I don't even mind if I pull a girl in Honkai, because the gameplay is fun anyway. It's like, oh, well, damn, I wanted a cute husband, but at least this girl has this neat gimmick, because it's like a turn-based RPG with just a fun gameplay loop. So, oh man, I got a girl I didn't want. Oh well, at least the gameplay is still fun. At least I can still go have fun playing this video game, unlike Genshin Impact. But that's besides the point. The point is that dupes are annoying, and Honkai suffers from this too, where if you get a duplicate of a character that you didn't want, well, congratulations. Now you have a very strong version of a character you didn't want. And that's my issue. I've got a lot of opinions about this. Apparently. Duplicates are the scummiest thing in the world. They can make sense. I don't mind them if they, don't feel like a hindrance. If a duplicate can support you in a different avenue, like, oh man, I didn't get the character I wanted, but I can still use this dupe to make the thing I do care about better. Like, if you could just use duplicates to enhance other characters instead in Genshin. Okay, cool. Then, then what's the problem? There is none. Star Rail does have a lot more men. Honestly, it seems like, and I think this is gonna be the thing that keeps Hoyoverse from really kind of falling by the wayside. Obviously, they're not gonna just disappear, but I think the hype for them was starting to wane for sure. I mean, fuck, we're like damn near 10 years into Genshin's lifetime, and I'm glad that one, Star Rail holds up on its own, not only aesthetically, but also gameplay-wise. But two, it seems like Hoyoverse did have figured out, oh, people who like fellas play these video games, and they're willing to spend money on these games too. Like, I feel downright catered to for the first time in my life. Spoilt, even. Only year 4? Has it really only been 4 years for Genshin Impact? No. You're joshing me. You're pulling my leg. Oh, I think the problem is, oh, yeah, I mean, Barbara's cute enough. Like, she's a healer. She's like one of fucking 3, it feels like. So she's useful to have, but still, I want boy. But, wow, I think my problem is I always attribute Genshin to Breath of the Wild. And I think 10 years is hyperbolic for that as well. But it's easy for me to forget that Breath of the Wild came out quite a bit before Genshin Impact did. It's easy to forget. Excuse me, Doug. If you see me lean in front of Doug, it's me grabbing my water. Almost halfway through year 4. Damn. The 2 Dragon Ball ones? Wait, like Xenoverse? Was there a gacha element in Xenoverse? Or there was the fusion one? Yo, that'd be fucking sick! I'd love another Dragon Ball Fusions, by the way. Wow, 2020. Golly. Yeah, there is a direct tomorrow. I already mentioned it, but I'm very excited, and I hope we get Fire Emblem news, or Monster Hunter news, or a Story of Seasons, or Rune Factory, or just a good farm life sim game. Because Allison and I are playing, we're playing Stardew Valley. And howdy, welcome. Talk about video games. Yeah, we're playing Stardew Valley, and I'm having a great time. It's really swell. I downloaded a mod that adds cool portrait art for the characters, and it's so charming. I easily forget that it wasn't like that in the base game. Yeah, it's great, and it's super duper, and I'm having a real great time with Stardew Valley. But, I want a new one. I want a big, pretty one on the Nintendo. on my Nintendo Switch, and I want it to be good and fun and playable and not boring, and with husbands that are good and interesting and well written. And it feels like this all shouldn't be too much of an ask. But with the way how things have been in the Rune Factory and Story of Seasons worlds lately, apparently it is. I saw Silk Song trending on Twitter, and I got so excited for all you Hollow Knight fans for a second. I was like, is it finally happening? And then I saw that, no. No, no announcement yet, at least. But I hope for you all. You know, I'd love to hear from fucking Dan Salvato as well. I don't know if that would be in a Nintendo Direct, but I'd love to hear what's going on with him. He's still making games, yeah? There's two mobile DBZ ones. Oh, Legends and Dokkan Battle. I see. Well, fascinating. I hope you had fun with those. My best friend and their mom play Stardew Valley, and it looks fun. She said she'll probably get me it for my birthday. That's fun. Does Toby Fox got anything cooking? Toby's always got things cooking. He has like a monthly newsletter that you can subscribe to, totally free. So, and I think he kind of gives you updates with that. So, I'd love Deltarune episode. The thing is, if Deltarune gets announced, I enter panic mode because I'd like to replay the first 2 chapters, personally. So, yeah, I would panic, and because Toby loves being like, I'm announcing it, you can play it today, like, and it's like, oh no. You know what's the biggest thing that I'm excited about with Deltarune? The end credit song. Genuinely, it's just so fucking good. You should Google it. Both versions, because there's a different version for Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. And I just want more end credit song music. Hollow Knight's aesthetic is really good. The gameplay does also seem very difficult. So yeah, it's a lot of things to look forward to. I'm excited for the Direct tomorrow. Unfortunately, how it works, I can't watch it until after I get home from work. But I'm gonna stream after work, and so I can't, like, I'm not gonna chit-chat with you all about it. It's either that or I watch the Direct and then I pop in to be like, let's talk about that Direct. Would you like that? Do you all want a, Twiins discusses the Direct tomorrow, or would you rather, something else? C. Okay. Messiah votes yay. Perfect. I can do that. Easy peasy mode for me. Key. Alright, I'm gonna count that as a yes. Oh my gosh, guys, also exciting things. Oh my gosh. I tweeted about this, because I'm so fucking... There's a Kaiji Nendoroid coming out. I didn't expect this. There's a Figma of Kaiji, which is like a posable figure. And I kind of thought that would be all we ever get. I hoped for a Nendoroid, because I feel like I felt like if we were gonna get any more Kaiji figures, that it would be a Nendoroid, because Nendoroid is very willing to do kind of like pull from like seemingly anywhere. They'll do older things. They'll do you know, more obscure things. And so I was like, well, maybe we'll get a Nendoroid. And we are, and I don't know when it'll happen, but in the not too distant future it will happen, and then I will have to add at least 1 Nendoroid to my collection. You know what? The Snow Miku Nendoroid looked very cute as well. Maybe I'll give that a looky-loo. But also, I didn't tweet about this one, but also announced, like, over the weekend, there was a big, like, convention, for, like, and anime figures were at least a part of it. I don't know if it was all just figure things, but, alongside the Kaiji Nendoroid, we also got, announced a bunch of Yu Yu Hakusho figures. So, like all four of the boys, including Kuwabara, and that's the one I want. And so I'm just waiting for Kuwabara to get painted, and so I can pre-order him and have him on my shelf. Welcome, Dill Pickle. Wonder why you want that one. Because Kuwabara is clearly the best. Fun fact though, when I was a little kid, I had a crush on the kid with a rose boy, pretty boy, the pretty one. I don't know his name. I didn't watch a lot of Yu Yu Hakusho. But I saw the episode where Kuwabara's kitten gets accosted by baddies. Which I think it's like episode like 3 or something. It's when he befriends Urameshi, which I only know him as Urameshi. Because that's what Kuwabara calls him. But yeah, and because it's his coolest outfit too, Kuwabara. It's the white one he's got with like the open jacket. So good. So good. Oh my gosh. So, I'm excited. Kurama? Yes! Good job, overhyping. You get a gold star. I'm proud of you. So, yeah, just, you know what's fun? The fact that I make, Kurama is the pretty one, in Yu Yu Hakusho. He's got, like, a rose. At least sometimes. I don't know. He might have Vine-themed powers. I'm just glad I didn't call him the fast one. Because my cousins convinced Critter and I that his thing was that he's really fast. And so that's how I knew him for a long time. I mean, I guess he's not slow, but it's like he's no more quick than anyone else. Really. Like, that's not a defining character trait most would jump to. It's like, oh yeah, you know, Sailor Venus, the fast one. What? You didn't mention the mask? Or how she has also a cat? So yeah, I'm really excited. I'm glad that I can afford to buy myself anime figures. Also, speaking of affording to buy myself things, I've been thinking about getting myself new bed sheets because the ones I've got are like fine, but I want fancy nice ones, damn it. I want real soft shit. I want to feel like a lady, a real lady with fancy nice bed sheets. So I can go, oh yeah, I'm so important with my fancy bed sheets. And I've been just doing a lot of research on what's the best type of bed sheet to buy. Because when you're an adult, that's what you do. You don't just walk into the store and choose one. You like Google shit. And it seems to be that the best option is bamboo. It's like bamboo cotton. Question mark? She wants the sheepy bed sheets. So I will alert you guys if I do obtain new bed sheets, and I'll let you all know how that shakes down. Now I must know what a real manly bed sheet is, cause I just grab the first thing I see with everything. Probably cotton. Just, it gets the job done, but it wrinkles. And it kind of retains heat. The tragedy of being an adult, yeah. And you can't just be like, I hope my mom gets me a nice one. Ugh. But yeah, that's all the nerd shit I had to talk about. Mostly Pokemon, a surprising amount of Project Sekai and Genshin Impact. But yeah, tomorrow will be fun. I'll watch the direct, and then I'll stream, which means stream will start a bit late. But you still need a new pillow. You gotta get one. Honestly, you'll be so much happier. You'll sleep so much better. You'll be healthier and happier. and less tired throughout the day. I know it's annoying because they're quite expensive, but you gotta get yourself a pillow. And you gotta be willing to spend the money on it. A cheap one isn't gonna save you. I missed the Pokemon stuff. What do you think it'll be? People saying Scarlet and Violet DLC? I don't think we're gonna get any more DLC. I really don't. I hope we get, Unova Legends, or any, well, Johto Legends would also be good, but I hope it's Unova. Pokken Tournament would be pretty neato. A new mystery dungeon would also be swell. Oh, you know what? Okay, in the Violet and Scarlet DLC, there's a thing that they have where it's like a little gimmick where you do a thing and you can run around as your Pokemon. You play as them. You run forward and you can attack things, and it's pretty simple. Like, it's not like an intense or very deep sort of gameplay, and it's totally optional. But I do wonder if they're going to incorporate that somehow into some kind of spin-off game. Maybe a mystery dungeon. So yeah, Pokemon Snap, Mystery Dungeon, or Unova Legends, or Black and White remake announcement. That's what I'm hoping for. A Smash reboot, huh? That could be neat. Do you think there's been enough time since Ultimate to warrant a new Smash? Oh, Animal Crossing would also be nice. Just like anything Animal Crossing. It's another one that feels like, oh, it's too recent. But if they are working on Switch 2, then I can only assume that things like Smash and a new Animal Crossing, stuff like that, wouldn't happen until next year when they do announce a new system. So I don't know. Pokken Tournament would be radical. Unfortunately, that dev team is working on Tekken 8, so unlikely. Do you prefer Unova Legends or Black and White 3? I like the idea of both. Specifically, Black and White 3, like, if they don't do a remake, and they actually just go with Black and White 3, and it's like another sequel, I think that'd be hilarious. But if it is just like, Stark White and Pitch Black, you know, like if they do that, I would rather get Unova Legends, if I got to choose. As long as whatever they do with the remake, as long as it's not, as bad as Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl was. What would you even reboot with Smash? I think completely kind of shaking up the roster and the main roster's moveset. Mario's moveset needs to change. Donkey Kong's moveset needs to change. Luigi's moveset, make it different. He just gives you Reshiram as a starter. A Pokemon hot take. Alright, we will listen to Jordan's hot take, and then we'll wrap up stream so I can help Allison make dinner. Be very, very helpful, and not just in the way. So you gotta type fast, Jordan. Everyone stress Jordan out. Heckle him. Put the pressure on. Oh my gosh, it's TryX, welcome! Honestly, making a new Smash is pointless. With the current game out, since the roster is as it is, the likelihood will port it over and continue adding characters instead of a new game with less characters. I think if they do a new game with less characters, I think it would have to be because they really shake up the roster. Like if all the mainstays are basically like, cool, we've had Fox McCloud since the dawn of time. We're not having Fox anymore. You know, kind of a, like, I think that's the thing. If they do reboot it, I think we would see a lot of changes, and that's why. I don't think we can go back to Smash again, but now with, oh, we don't have Sonic or Snake this time, or Cloud, or Sora, you know, and you know, I don't think we can do that again. And I don't think Sakurai wants to do that again either. So, I think I agree. I think both have value. Either just kind of keep porting, Ultimate, or doing a full reset could be fun. But it does kind of depend on how they do it. Kirby's moveset, but it's only mouthful mode. It might remove Banjo, and you know what, that'd be sad. I hope we get Banjo news tomorrow. That's a pipe dream, but I hope. It's all Fire Emblem. Hot take, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl are bad games because it's basically just Diamond and Pearl in 3D, and base Diamond and Pearl are bad games. A fascinating hot take. I don't know. I haven't played Diamond and Pearl in a time, so I don't know how strong of an opinion I can have on them. But I feel like they're not amazing. They're not bad by any means. I definitely wouldn't put them like at the bottom of my like Pokemon list, but I think they, like, gameplay wise, I think the Pokedex has always been quite disappointing to me. I don't like that the starters are the only fire types. There are no new fire type Pokemon in Brilliant Diamond Shine, or in Sinnoh. And that it's like 90% water and bug type Pokemon. I've never really, and also so much of it is just evolutions of old Pokemon, which felt kind of lame. I would love Nuts and Bolts for the Switch so I could play it. So I think I might agree with you, Jordan. I think a good art style, like art direction, character design, and writing bolsters what are otherwise mid Pokemon games. And that's the thing, everyone agrees Platinum is the best. Diamond and Pearl were not. And yeah, you know what? It's a hot take, but I accept it. Why Tangrowth when Tangela does not exist in Sinnoh? Johto fine, I suppose. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I agree. I liked Black and White better. But at that point, we're just ranking the games, aren't we? I don't hate Sinnoh, but yeah, not my favorites. I also never played Platinum, so that might be my problem. I might have fonder memories of Sinnoh if I actually played Platinum, but I didn't. So what are you gonna do? But yeah, that's gonna be it. I gotta help Allison make dinner so we can eat and not starve to death, shrivel away like funny little aliens. Cool. Yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow post me watching the direct so we can all jabberjaw about Nintendo. Adios. Drink your vegetables, eat your water. Goodbye.